Yo guys, welcome back to a new Wolf Subs video. This one is a little bit boring. It's one of them that I kind of enjoy doing, but obviously you guys might not find it as fun to watch as like the gym reviews, all that stuff. But it's something that I want on the channel, and it helps you guys to understand what goes into our products, why the certain ingredients are in there. It's always good to have a video, so if anyone ever searches like wolf juice on juice or wolf pump or wolf juice, there's a video on YouTube there that they can watch from us guys telling them what exactly is in the product and why it's in there. So yeah, a little bit of a boring one. Maybe some of you will enjoy it, the guys who are into the supplement stuff like that, but yeah, not as fun as the gym reviews or the food reviews. But here we go, wolf juice on juice. So guys, I'm sure if you know your supplements and you've seen wolf juice on juice, you've probably thought to yourself, that formula looks absolutely ridiculous. And it kind of is. It's for the guys wanting that extra edge. I wouldn't advise using it every day. Definitely not. You want to be using it once, twice a week, maybe max. If you've got any competitions coming up, anything like that, obviously it's a great product to use to give you that real extra boost in the gym. But I would seriously advise against using it for everyday use. That is more like the wolf juice, the daily driver style pre-workout. If you're wanting a product for everyday use, you don't want to be going down the ridiculous high stim, high everything else end of pre-workouts, because it's just too much. It'll fry your system. You won't be sleeping right. Yeah, it's just no good for you to use every day. Definitely. Let me get that straight before anyone buys it, before anyone uses it. It is not to be used every day. It is for once, twice a week for them big, heavy sessions, or if you're competing, it is a brilliant product for that. Right, guys, so let's jump into the formula straight away. So we're kicking off the formula with a really big ingredient. It's in most pre-workouts, to be honest. I'm not sure if I've seen it dosed this high, but it's in there, and it's in there for a reason, and that is L-citrulline malate. So L-citrulline has a lot of benefits, from blood flow to endurance. L-citrulline is produced by the body and also found in certain foods. You can find it in certain fruits or vegetables. So L-citrulline, once in the body, is converted to L-arginine and nitric oxide. These two just help with blood flow, help relax the blood vessels, so obviously you get a better pump in the gym, and this will also help with endurance. The malate side of things, so obviously that's the L-citrulline, the malate side of things just helps with the energy production, so it just helps the body utilize the L-citrulline. Sometimes I do prefer to see L-citrulline in there by itself, so you can get an accurate picture of how much is in there, but we've put this in at a 2-to-1 ratio at 10,000 milligrams, so it's fairly easy to work out, and it is still a stacked amount of L-citrulline. So the malate part of the L-citrulline is in there just to help your body utilize the energy from the L-citrulline. It just makes the whole process smoother, and this will help with your muscle contractions, your muscle pumps, your endurance, everything like that. It's still in there at 10,000 milligrams at a 2-to-1 ratio, so you're still getting an absolute whack of L-citrulline. You've just got the malate side of things to kind of help the body utilize the L-citrulline. So the main two benefits for L-citrulline are delaying muscle fatigue and improving oxygen flow to muscles. Obviously, this will help you increase your volume in the gym. It'll help you get better pumps. It'll stop you cramping, stuff like that. So one of the biggest studies we have on L-citrulline malate in particular was done on high intensity cycling athletes. In the case study, citrulline malate increased the distance covered in a given time, improved capacity for oxidative metabolism, and lowered arterial blood pressure. Obviously, us guys are going to be using it in the gym to pump more weights, but the same kind of reasoning why it works with the cyclist will apply to the gym. Obviously, you're delaying fatigue, so you can go for longer. You can do more volume. The increased blood flow will also help you get better pumps, help the blood deliver nutrients to the muscle. So you're getting all the benefits from this study in the gym as well. Or if you're even doing some kind of, I wouldn't advise taking this for high intensity cardio type exercise, but if you're doing some kind of long distance and you want a bit of a pick me up maybe midway through, whatever, it might be an option just to take one. Obviously, you don't want to bring your heart rate too up, because then it'll just fuck you over in the long run, but it might be an idea if you are doing some sort of endurance work to give it a try and see what you think. So the effective dose for L-citrulline malate is around 6 grams. That is what this study kind of concluded. 6 gram was the effective dose. Below that, you're not getting the full benefits. So yeah, we've put 10 grams in. Obviously, this pre-workout is quite a ridiculous formula. Everything in there is at a ridiculous dose. And it's a bit of a talking point. I wanted people to be like, whoa, look at that shit. And just on another note, you could take half a scoop of this. Obviously, half a scoop of this will beat most products on the market, hands down. So although it is $46.99, obviously, you've got to bear in mind that you could take half a scoop of this and it would beat probably 80% of your pre-workouts that you're using anyway. So yeah, bear that in mind. So next up, we've got beta-alanine in at 6 gram. This is probably the biggest talking point on Wolf Juice on Juice, and people are going to be like, holy shit, 6 grams of beta-alanine. Beta-alanine is the ingredient that makes you tingle. Some people love it, some people hate it. I quite like it. I feel like it gives you a sense of urgency when you feel that tingling happening after like 5 minutes. You're like, shit, right, I need to get to the gym now because I can't sit in my car itching my fucking head off. I need to get in the gym. So I feel like it gives you that sense of urgency, and I'd say around 80% of people really like it in there. If you don't like it in there, then do not buy this product, because at 6 gram, I don't think I've seen a pre-workout go as high as that. In fact, I have seen one. I've seen one pre-workout go as high as that, and yeah, it's very intense. So if you don't like the itchy, tingly feeling, do not buy this product. Going on forward for beta-alanine, what are its benefits? We'll get into that right now. So in your muscles, histidine levels are usually high and beta-alanine levels are low. This prevents the production of something called carnosine. Without the carnosine, lactic acid builds up very quickly. So to combat this, we put more beta-alanine in the form of a pre-workout. This therefore helps the production of carnosine, which buffers the lactic acid in the muscle. Because of this, we get improved endurance. Obviously, you know when you're getting lactic acid in your muscles, it's stopping you going as hard as you want to go. You kind of have to stop training because the lactic acid it's painful. So the beta-alanine's there to improve the production of carnosine and buffer the lactic acid. Basically, that is the reasoning behind the beta-alanine in this product, and that's why it works so well. So here's a few benefits of increasing carnosine levels through beta-alanine. So you're going to get increased time to exhaustion, as we've already discussed. You're going to boost your training volume because of this. So obviously you're not getting as exhausted as quickly, so you can train for longer, more volume, more gains, hopefully. It will not affect strength, so beta-alanine won't necessarily increase your strength like what we're going to come on to next, like creatine will, but it'll let you go for longer. So don't think taking loads of beta-alanine is going to help you pump out a new 1 rep max. It's just not. It's not in there for that reason, but it's worth noting that it will not affect your strength. It's also been shown to improve heart health through increased nitric oxide production. So this is a bit of a weird one, and it's not really talked about in the supplement industry. But yeah, there's been a couple of studies that have shown beta-alanine to increase nitric oxide production. So then we'd hope that with increased nitric oxide production, we'd also get better pumps. Again, beta-alanine is not really in there for the pumps, but it's just worth noting that that may be a benefit of beta-alanine. And finally, beta-alanine dosage is usually, the effective dose is 3.2 grams. That's what we've seen across studies. Obviously, Wolf Juice on Juice has 6 grams in. You're seeing a common theme here. We're going way above and beyond, making sure that we get all those benefits from the ingredients. But yeah, 3.2 grams, what you want to look for. If you're looking for like a daily driver, at least 3 gram. You want 3 gram in there. If it's less than that, I'd start questioning why. I'd start questioning other ingredients in there. Are they also underdosed? But yeah, look for that 3 gram. Obviously, this has 6 in, but this is a ridiculous product, so this is a bit of an outlier. Next up is creatine monohydrate. Creatine has a lot of benefits. The main benefits is the strength and ATP production side of things. So the ATP in your muscles helps you get those extra reps. It also helps with those explosive reps. So if you are wanting to improve your 1 rep max, anything like that, creatine is a great option to do so. There is also quite a few other benefits to creatine, including injury prevention, cognition and brain health, which is something that's not talked about nearly enough. There is actually a lot of studies that show creatine to prevent against degenerative diseases such as dementia, stuff like that. But yeah, so if you want an increased cognition, obviously in the gym that helps with focus, or even just in everyday life in work, creatine is a good product for that. It also helps with bone health and skin aging, would you believe it or not? So can't go wrong with a bit of creatine. I always advise people to take creatine. The only reason you shouldn't really take it is if your body kind of rejects it and you have stomach problems when taking it. That's the only time I'd say, right, maybe it's not worth it for you. Your body really doesn't like it. But for most people, creatine is something they should be taking if they're wanting to get better in the gym, get stronger. Definitely look into creatine. So beetroots are one of the best forms of nitrates, and it's been proven that beetroots can increase exercise performance and tolerance, boost stamina and endurance in athletes, and maintain brain health and cardiovascular health. If you've ever spoken to a doctor about your heart or anything like that, they'll always recommend getting more nitrates in your diet, and beetroot is usually the go-to. Like, you can get beetroot juice, stuff like that. From the increased nitric oxide production and I suppose relaxing the blood vessels, you're going to get better pumps. That is the reason it's in this product, but there is also an array of benefits that go along with beetroot. The red night that is in our formula does actually have some studies behind it, and it is the only study to show improved muscle firing rates in resistance-trained athletes, enhanced neuromuscular efficiency, and reduced fatigue and a boost of stamina and endurance. Yeah, like I say, it's the only beetroot supplement that actually has a study behind it. Obviously, there is studies behind beetroot in general, but not the supplements. So yeah, this is why I've gone for Red Knight in this. It does actually have the science backing behind it, and if you've ever used it, you could probably vouch for it. The pumps on it are absolutely insane. So next up, we have 600 milligrams of alpha GPC. The alpha GPC is in wolf juice on juice for the focus benefits. So alpha GPC, when consumed in supplement form, boosts acetylcholine in the brain. Acetylcholine is used for cognition, focus, even energy to an extent. So yeah, more acetylcholine, the better. So you'll find when you take alpha GPC, you'll probably get a boost of brain energy, I suppose. So alpha GPC will improve your mood, it'll boost your mental energy. The extra choline can also increase alertness and clarity of thought. Obviously, when you're in the gym, it's nice to be kind of dialed in, know what you're doing, get on with it. And that focus kind of drives you on through the rest of the session. So it's definitely good to see a pre-workout with alpha GPC in there. So secondly, neurotransmitters. Alpha GPC has been prized for its ability to improve memory. And this is because of what we discussed before, increasing acetylcholine levels in the brain. This is associated with improved memory. And again, this can protect against degenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. Obviously, it's good to take something that improves your memory in your younger days, so when you do get older, you're not forgetting stuff all the time. You really want your brain firing at optimal levels the whole time. So yeah, that is another benefit of the alpha GPC. So last up is brain optimization. Alpha GPC helps the development of new brain cells. It can also enhance your brain's ability to repair damaged cell membranes. So yeah, again, it's just an all-round good product for brain health, memory, focus. So yeah, that's why it's in there. Then we have 450 milligrams of natural caffeine. Obviously, caffeine is in there just for the energy, the focus, the endurance. It's an all-round great ingredient for pre-workouts, as you probably already know anyway. Obviously, 450 milligrams is a hefty dose of caffeine, so I would caution everyone to start with half a scoop. Take half a scoop, measure your tolerance. 450 is a lot of caffeine. You will see other pre-workouts with 450 caffeine in there, but what they'll do is they'll just put different types of caffeine in there to add it up. We've just gone for 450 milligrams of natural caffeine. So although it is a lot, it feels smooth. You'll come off it smooth, and it'll just be a pleasant experience. Not like some of these pre-workouts where you take them, you're on a massive high for like 20 minutes and then it all just comes crashing down and you still can't sleep. You can't do anything else with your day. So yeah, 450 milligrams of natural caffeine, which we love to see. So then we have gone for pink Himalayan sea salt at 300 milligrams. To be honest, the benefits that I wanted to get from the salt in the pre-workout, I'd have got most just at with normal sodium. I've put this in there because for whatever reason, people just think it's a lot better than it is. So yeah, I was like, why not just throw it in there instead of just putting sodium in like I do in the wolf juice. Sodium helps with muscle contractions, helps keep you hydrated, stuff like that. So you won't be fatiguing as quick and you can get better pumps with it. So yeah, we've gone for pink Himalayan sea salt. There is some benefits to pink Himalayan sea salt. Well, I mean, it has more minerals in, so it's arguable how much this actually benefits you, but it does have more minerals in. Some of these minerals include table salt and pink Himalayan sea salt mostly consist of sodium chloride, but Himalayan sea salt has more potassium, more calcium, more magnesium, and more iron. So that is why it's in there, basically. But like I said, we'd probably get the same benefits that we want in from the pre-workout with normal table salt. We've just thrown it in there. I suppose that there might be some added health benefits towards the pink Himalayan sea salt, so that's why that's in there. And finally, we've gone for 150 milligrams of theobromine. Some people compare theobromine to caffeine, and I wouldn't compare it to caffeine. I think it is quite different. It gives you more of a slow release energy. It seems to last longer than caffeine, but it's nowhere near as intense. So again, it'll just help with that smooth ride of a pre-workout and help with the come down at the end. It'll just kind of keep you level so you can go about your day as normal, still functioning. So as does caffeine, theobromine blocks adenosine receptors. Adenosine makes you feel tired, so blocking these receptors will stop you feeling tired, basically. So again, like that smooth journey, it's going to give you that energy. You're not going to be feeling tired in the gym. You're just going to have a pleasant experience, be able to push the weights that you want to push for as long as you want to push them. There's also a few other touted benefits of theobromine. I wouldn't be as confident to say these are definite benefits, but it's been discussed, and there's been some studies that have shown that these are benefits. There have been some studies that have shown these to not be true, but I'll go through them anyway. So lower blood pressure due to the widening of blood vessels, improved cognition, increased blood flow, improved cholesterol by lowering LDL, and help you sleep. I don't know how that's come about that it helps you sleep, because it does block adenosine, but apparently there is a study somewhere that shows it can do, and it will improve mood. That is pretty accepted, that it gives you that mood elevation. You feel good in the gym, that euphoria type feeling that you get with a lot of other stimulants, but this one is not as intense. And the typical dosage on theobromine is 250 to 1,000 milligrams. Obviously, in the Wolf Juice on Juice, we've only gone for 150. And that is because it's in there to kind of wean you off the pre-workout. It's not in there to keep you high. It's not in there to give you a high. It's just in there to kind of level you off. So I didn't want to put it too high and risk it just being too much, and then you're coming crashing down. So I found that 150 milligrams keeps you level for long enough. And then when you do start coming down, it isn't intense at all. To say you've had 450 milligrams of caffeine, you can get about your day. The energy stays for about 5 hours, which is insane for a pre-workout of this strength. So you do feel good, and there isn't an insane crash, which is why it's in there at 150. I just found that dosage to work very well. So that is Wolf Juice on Juice. And as it says on the label, this stuff is not to be taken on a full moon. Why? Don't ask me why. It's just not. All right. So if you see the full moon outside, just avoid the Wolf Juice on Juice. If you were lucky enough to get one of the first 200 tubs, if they've been released by the time this video comes out, then please let me know your thoughts. If not, we will have more coming in a few months' time. Obviously, this product is going to be very limited. I am going to just be releasing 200, 300 at a time, because I want to focus on getting the Wolf Juice and the Wolf Pump to stock levels that I can keep up with. Basically, we're growing that rapidly at the minute that it's hard to keep all the stock, so I'm constantly buying more. So once them two are at a level I'm happy with, then we can kind of move into full production on the Wolf Juice on Juice. But yeah, if you are lucky enough to get a tub, let me know what you think. Let me know if you change anything about it. We're always open to ideas. We're always open to listen. And obviously, constructive criticism is always good. And if you like this video, please like the video. Comment on the video. Let us know your thoughts on videos like this. If you found it boring, if you found it informative, or I don't know, you might just have it on in background of your day or whatever. Yeah, comment and let us know what you think. Share the video and subscribe. We appreciate everyone on here who has subscribed to the channel. At the time of making this video, we're at 300 subs, so I'm hoping when this comes out, we can be at like 350. That'd be a good goal. But yeah, I appreciate everyone who watches the video. Thank you very much. Bye, Wolf Subs.